Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video and we'll talk.
Well, hey family, happy Tuesday. This is Darlene. I am sitting here making some bracelets, and as you know, I haven't been able to make anything for a little bit because my arm got burned. So this is what it's looking like now. So it is healing pretty good. I've been keeping coconut butter on it and some type of medicated ointment and some other stuff. And I'm not going to cover it because I don't want it to get moist and, whatever. So the doctor said to leave it exposed, but, keep it treated and stuff. So I am able to actually lay my arm down on the table with the sleeve, protecting it from the surface here on the table. So I am able to did a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. I had made these two bracelets right here, which I absolutely adore. But I want to make it, I'm going to make it a 6-piece set. So I wanted 4 more bracelets to go with it. They're cute, just the 2 of them, but they're more attractive. The more bracelets you have for the stack, the more attractive it is to a buyer. So that's 2, and I'm going to go ahead and make 4 more. Probably not on video. I might do 1 or 2 on video. And I'm going to use a lot of these beads that I have up here. I was going through my little stash and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I need to buy beads or I just want to go buy more beads. I want to go buy more beads. And I think what happens is you kind of get to this point where, you know what, I use those beads already. I really don't want to use those same beads. But the thing is, if I don't use all those same beads, it's like wasting money. And I'm just like, okay, but I use those beads. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, yeah, you use those beads, but you still need to keep using those beads until you use those beads all up. And I think we kind of get stuck right there. And it's almost like the creative flow just kind of it stops. And I think it stops because, well, for me anyway, if I'm using the same beads and I'm making, whatever it is that I'm making using those beads, and I'm like, okay, well, I already used those, so it seems like I'm making the same pieces over and over again. Which is not true. It just feels like it because I'm using the same beads. And there has been times where I have made pieces and I've sold those, and I've had people to come back, more than one person, and say, well, do you have any more stacks like that? Right? And it's like, ooh, no, not like that, but maybe something close to it. So, that's a good thing, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I'm doing good. I hope everybody else is too. Thank you for all your emails and Facebook reach outs and, all your prayers for my arm and all that good stuff. And when I'm not doing videos, chances are something is going on with me. I'm either working on a project that requires my full attention, or something is going on a regular job. I'm maybe training people and that's consuming a whole lot of my time, or just something, or I just got event or something that's going on. It's always probably more than likely something that's going on. And as you guys know, life is life, and life does life does what life does, and that's just the reality about it. I was talking to a friend yesterday, day before yesterday, and the person was saying that their spirit is a little heavy because there's been a lot of death and sickness within his family, and just like people that he knows and stuff. And I was like, well, yeah, it's the season for that, and we can't allow the season to consume us, because the enemy will use the same emotions that God gave us against us, because some people can get lost in their feelings like that, just kind of because it's so heavy. And of course we all hurt when people that we love and care about hurt. That's just the reality of it. But we can't, to the best of our ability, allow it to consume us, because it's easy to happen. It's very easy to happen and to go into depression and all that type of stuff. And we just have to stay prayerful. And I can't tell nobody how to think, how to feel in a situation or anything like such. All I can say is, don't let the the season consume you the best that we can, that we can, because it's tough. When you lose somebody that you absolutely love, or, the people that you love are, really going through it, and they themselves don't seem to be able to, maintain and pull through. It's tough. It's real tough. I know I lost my mother, 2017, I think it was. So I know how it goes. Not just my mother. I had a little boy who passed at 2 years old, and that was like years and years ago. But with that situation, the Lord gave me another son that is completely, I do hope, still at this very day, healthy and whole. So I know he's whole. And last time I talked to him, he was healthy. So praise God for that. So it is tough, and I can't tell somebody not to feel, but we can't allow ourselves to just get stuck in it. That's the reality of it. I know. Well, I don't know the guy over where I used to live on the other side of town. It's. I haven't seen the guy in a really long time either. Because when I drive through that area, I would see him. I would bring him whole pizzas and buying food, and I would stop and ask him, "You hungry today?" And he would say, "Yes." And I'm like, "Okay, well, what do you want to eat?" And he would say, "You sure you want me to tell you?" It's like, "Yeah, what do you feel like eating today? What do you want?" So he said, "Well, I want some fried rice from that Chinese restaurant that's right there on 8th Street. So okay, you want regular fried rice? You want chicken fried rice? You want shrimp fried rice? Like, what do you want?" And he would say, "Shrimp fried rice." And I'm like, "Yeah, if you want shrimp fried rice, I'll go get that for you." Point is, when his mom passed away, he really lost it. I mean, he really lost it. He used to work for the city here in San Diego. He was doing really well. He was married, and all that good stuff. And that's why I say we don't know. People handle things in their own ways, and he has never came back from that. That man has never came back from that. And I'm just like, wow. So we can't tell people how to feel, what to think, what they gonna go through. But it is what it is. But we do got to do the best we can to sustain ourselves, mentally. And of course, that is with God's word. When Isaiah 40:31 talks about that, for us to wait upon the Lord, so He can renew, so our strength will be renewed. It really does mean that. And then if you think about it, how will it be renewed? How will we be strengthened? Through His word. Through His word. We have to literally consume His word. We have to drink it. We have to eat it. We have to slurp on it. We got to sip it. We got to do everything that we can so that we can be maintained spiritually. And it's a sad situation when I don't know if any of you guys go to worship service anywhere. And you sit in Bible classes, or workshops, or whatever it is you sit in, and you hear people talk about what they talk about. This is gorgeous. Look at that. That is really pretty. I kept this for myself. We got a gospel meeting going on here all week until Thursday. I might wear this. No, I'm not, because I'm making it for the sack. Right there you go, Darlene. Already. Let's see what it's looking like. Already like the way that looks. But if you're sitting in classes anywhere, and the mindset is not the mind of Christ, that's not good stuff. Do your best not to adopt that way of thinking. A lot of people that are sitting in these congregations have no idea what charity is, and don't care to know what charity is. I do know, I was in a class, and the question came up about what is the individual Christian's responsibility versus the church body responsibility. What do you believe that is? And that was a general question that was presented to the entire class. And the things that people were saying was just outrageously ignorant to me. And it almost sounds like, it's kind of like a running theme throughout a lot of these bodies of supposed Christ, right? People whole everything is, well, we not supposed to take care of people. I don't think that that's our responsibility to take care of people, meaning to take care of church people. And my question was, what do you mean take care of people? What does that look like, right? Well, if they got a bill due, and every month they come in and saying, well, they need that same bill paid, and this, that, and the other. And then my question was too, though. So if they do come every month because that same bill is due, yet they're paying their rent, they're paying their gas and light, they're paying their car note, they're paying their car insurance, they're literally taking care of themselves. However, they may need assistance from the church body. So are you saying that they should not get help every month for a couple of months if that's what they need? And one of the people was saying, yeah, well, I don't think we should be taking care of people like that. And I said, if you think about it, you're not taking care of anybody. What you're doing is you're assisting a brother or a sister with a bill that he or her cannot pay for this month and maybe the next month. Now if the person or people came and said, well, I need my rent paid, my gas and light bill paid, my car note paid, my rent paid, my like whatever else that they need. Okay, now you taking care of people. But if somebody just got a bill due and they may not be able to take care of it for 2 months, right? That's not you taking care of them. That's a whole different meaning to taking care of somebody. Now, if an individual just becomes a liability, that's different. Every month you up in here saying you need this paid and you need that paid. Now that's different. But I'm gonna also tell you guys something. When a person has a true mind of Christ, he or her is not looking for anybody to take care of them. They're not doing any of that. You know why? Because the Holy Spirit dwells in them, and they're responsible people because they understand that they have to be responsible. Now, anybody that's just looking to be laying up on somebody and somebody to be taking care of them, I mean, you always know those people. You always know those people. But anyway, for me, just listening, to some people in some places, I just be like, this is sad. And then they wonder why people uh leave buildings, or why people don't want to be a part of. Why would they want to be a part of something, where the mindset is so tainted? It don't even make no sense. And I had also brought it up about, this is a pretty match right here. I had also brought it up about the book of Acts, when it talked about how the church sold off different things to be able to take care of each other. So if any man or sister brother needed anything, they made sure that those people were taken care of. However, that was a different time, like where those people were being pushed out um by the Jews, because these people was believing in Christ, and Christ, believing that Christ was a Messiah. So if you think about it, if some of those people had businesses, if they were selling things, if they were whatever, of course you would be, it's like, no, we're not buying anything from you because you believe that that man is the Messiah. So no, we cutting you off. We don't want nothing from you. So of course that would affect people's businesses and stuff, right? So the church, meaning that the body of Christ, said, hey, okay, this is what we have to do to sustain. So we're going to start selling off things. We're going to make sure us as a whole, as a group, as believers are taken care of, right? So if you got people that will come into a body that believes like that, that is a wonderful place to be. But you got to be like-minded, and you can't be like-minded if guess what? If you don't read the word. If people don't read the word, they're not gonna never know what the word says or what it means. And God gave us common sense too. So it's like I just be like, sometimes just be thinking and looking, and I just be like, man, this don't even make no sense a lot of times. And a lot of people, I think, sit up in a lot of these buildings as gatekeepers of the church's money. That's what I really do believe. A lot of these, because a lot of these people have been in these buildings for years. Ain't going nowhere, don't do no work, don't do nothing. They're just basically gatekeepers for the church's money. So I just, I do my thing. I come, I go, I do what I do. That's all there is. There ain't no more. I am an individual. Oh, I was talking about they questioned, didn't I? Y'all already know I be going off sometime. I be going off, but they was talking about asking that question about do I like this like this? Kind of sorta I do. And they were asking that question, the individual responsibility versus the church's responsibility, and what does that look like? As an individual, we do have responsibilities, and we are our brother's keeper to an extent, right? And as the body of Christ, whatever it is that the individual can't assist a brother or a sister with, that becomes the responsibility of the body as a whole. And that was my answer. So, there's some things that an individual may not be able to help a brother or a sister with. However, the church body as a whole can assist. So, that's the whole everything about it. And then that's where that conversation came in about taking care of people. And I was just like, you know what? I have sat in on different workshops. That's probably why I don't use these beads. They're always hard to thread. Um, I have sat in on workshops and, Bible classes at different congregations and different stuff like that. And then just some of the mindsets that these people have is outrageous. It don't even make no sense. And I'll just be like, man, this is why the church buildings are in the state that they're in now, because of people like this. And those people be in positions, like to where they're running things inside of those buildings. And then they wonder why people run off. People run off because people ain't got time for that ignorance. So they find them a whole nother church body to go to that makes sense for them. Because I'll tell somebody that in a minute. Find you a whole nother church body to go to that makes sense for you. You don't have to sit up in there. Find you one that's preaching the word and that makes sense for you, for your walk, the way you live. And that's all there is. There ain't no more. Because at the end of all of this, it is our responsibility to maintain our relationship with the Father. I was talking to another friend. I miss y'all. Y'all know I got a whole lot to talk about. Okay. So I was talking to another friend over the last maybe week and a half. And within her life, of course, she has friends that I don't know, right? So I want to say at least 3 or 4 of the people that have been associated with have passed away. So one of the people, the woman's kids call her auntie. So she had been helping them to clean out the house and do all that kind of stuff. And she was saying that the lady had 3 storages full of things, just full of any and everything you can think about. It sounded like she was a hoarder in a way, right? 3 storage units full of stuff. In addition to that, the house was full of things. And she said the woman really loved clothes. So she really liked dressing and stuff, right? I mean, ain't nothing bad about it, but I'm just like, man, we'll put a fortune in clothes. That's cute like that. But she was saying, as she was helping them, to get everything cleaned out, she said it was like going through her mind that we live this life and we acquire all these things, and when we die, somebody else is responsible for figuring out what to do with them. And in that lady's case, a lot of what she had got given away or thrown away, because the kids don't live here in California. They live everywhere else, right? So they had already taken off a month from their jobs and home to be out here with their mom, because she was in the hospital most of the time. And then when she passed away, of course, the last 2 weeks, they had to figure stuff out, do the business, do whatever it is that they had to do, the storage units, clean out her place, like all this kind of stuff, right? So, and she was like, man, it was just really a revelation to me that when we pass away, all of these things that we acquire, all of these things that we put so much value into, all of these things that we love and appreciate so much, somebody else is going to have to figure out something to do with them. And chances are they're going to be given away, sold, or thrown away. If you look around your house right now at all the beautiful things that you have, and if you think about what your bank account looks like, what CDs you have, CDs in a sense of certificate of deposits, like any financial situation, stocks and bonds and Like all those things you may have with the properties and all that kind of stuff. If you think about that, if you don't, even if you have a will, even if you have a will and you say, okay, I want this to go there, I want this to go there, and I want this to go there, that's you basically disposing of what you have, right? Versus not having a will when somebody, your kids coming in and saying, okay, mama, take this, you take that, I'm gonna throw that away, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It still has to be divided and disposed of, no matter what. It's like one way or another. Kids are gonna figure out what to do with it, or those loved ones that's left behind is gonna have to figure out what to do with it, will or otherwise. And she was just like, man, it has really been an eye-opening experience for me. So she was saying for her, she has really, she's meeting with her two sons and her daughter-in-law over the weekend. So she was saying, for her, she really has to get things in order because this experience has really enlightened her to, to some real stuff. And I guess seeing death up close and personal like that, it does make you think in a different perspective. It has you in a whole different state of mind. So I was just like, man. But anyway, it's been a lot going on since I've been talking to y'all. It's been a lot going on. Life been going on. Life has been what life is. And, that's all there is. There ain't no more. Right? Working. And it has been like really busy at work too. So I'm going to put one more bead on here. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4. I'm going to put one more of these white beads on here. It has been really busy at work too. A lot of people taking time off from work because of it being summer and stuff. And not only that though, a lot of people just taking off calling in. And I guess because it is summer, people, I'm just like, man. And when that happens, of course, you got to figure out that whole schedule and put people in place or end up doing other people's work and, just all that other kind of stuff too. So I was like, shoot, I need to call in. But I try not to do that. So all this week it's the gospel meeting. And it starts at 7 in the evening. But I did take 3 days off for this week, and then 3 full days off for this week. And then Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those 3 days. And then Thursday, I took a half a day because it ends on Thursday. And I like to do that because I know a lot of people would take their time off down around, the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that good stuff. Because I like going to gospel meetings, I tend to schedule a lot of my time off around those times because I want to go to the entire week, and I won't take the entire day because if the event starts at 7, I don't need the whole day. So I will take, like maybe 2 hours before starting time, and then that's how I'll situate it. See, that looks so much better now with those. That makes it even more attractive. So the more bracelets that you have, like with the 2, those are gorgeous. I mean, but when you got more to add to it, and they're nice and chunky and they look good like that, they're just more attractive. I am gonna put some charms on here though, so let's do that real quick. Ooh, this has been a 25-minute video. Oh, I also was over there on Amazon. I did an Amazon video, Amazon Live yesterday. So my thought is, because I did get a mic, I needed a mic. I had started doing the Amazon Lives. And but what was happening is I was getting cut off because it was saying something violation, and it had to do with my audio. So the audio was not coming through really well. Oh, and I could probably use it on here too, the little mic, while I'm doing these videos too. But anyway, the sound wasn't coming through at all on the Amazon Lives. So I had to order a mic. So I was testing it out yesterday on Amazon live streaming, and it worked. So Amazon live streaming is where I literally be live on Amazon's platform, making product like what I'm doing here on YouTube, but I'm using products that I bought off of Amazon to create pieces. So to encourage people to buy the supplies to maybe make what they see me making. So that's what I'm doing over there on Amazon. And I said I got to really do like really take advantage of that platform, and just do what I got to do over there, because it's a booming platform, and it's all about making any one of these platforms work for you. So I was over there yesterday, just kind of making life happen. So that did come out. I think it was a 25-minute video. I think I did. Well, not a 25-minute video, 25-minute live stream. I live streamed for about 25 minutes, I believe. So I did pretty good over there yesterday, just kind of doing what I had to do. And because I did take the day off, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I was able to get a lot of things done. Oh, and also the Vibenonfilms. Well, Vibenonfilms, it was first the Jury by BDK digital magazine. I've since changed the name to Vibenonfilms because I think I said that in a video before. Before COVID, my media outlet is called Vibenonfilms. So before COVID, we would go to movie premieres, we would go to private parties, we would go to, oh my God, all these promotional things that had to do with red carpet events for movies, television, all this type of stuff, right? So once COVID hit, after when they meaning studios and all started doing all these different events again, they wanted people to be vaccinated, and I wasn't doing the vaccination, nor were the other people that were working with me. So that only meant that we wasn't going to stop, because they wanted you to be vaccinated, and they wanted to check you when you got there. So you would have to take a test when you got there or some stuff. And we was like, I had told them, I'm not doing none of that. I don't know if you guys want to be doing some of that, but I'm not doing none of it. They didn't want to do it either. So I said, okay, well, this is the thing. My plan is I'm not doing any of it. And my thought was I was just going to let, the Vibing on Film media outlet go. I did let the website go, because I started really pushing Jury by BDK. And here lately, I have been pushing the YouTube channel for Vibenonfilms, and then I'm working on the actual website for Vibenonfilms. But it only makes sense for the digital magazine to go with the Vibenonfilms platform, because it is media. However, Jury by BDK, or anybody that wants to put ads in the digital magazine, are welcome to do that. So that digital magazine is available for August, and it's now renamed Vibenonfilms. And my son has taken that over. So that is literally his. That boy has come out with an amazing business plan for Vibenonfilms, like all the different things that he has added and that he has planned, and like all this good stuff. It's amazing. I mean, it was like amazing. I said, oh wow, dude, you really put that together. So I'm very comfortable with turning it over to him. So he'll be the one. I wasn't going to, in the very beginning, I was going to red carpet events and all that kind of stuff, but that ain't I don't like doing all that. So there's two other people that work with me that go to the different premieres and stuff. So he will be the one going forward. He will be the one going to all these different red carpets and doing all that kind of stuff, special galas and all that kind of stuff. And he's at the right age, he'll have a good time doing all that kind of stuff. And he's just like his dad. He's very outgoing. He's a real good looking guy, very well kept, very articulate, real smart guy, very charming too. It's like, boy, perfect for you. So he's taking that over. So a lot been going on. Me and my little burned arm, a lot been going on, even still. Ooh, I just been chatting, okay? Woo, Lord. Been doing a little bit too much talking, okay? But anyway, I got 2 of these bracelets made. This is about a 30-minute video, okay? I wasn't trying to make it this long. But this is what they look like. So this is a lot better to me than just the two bracelets. I am going to make two more bracelets. I don't want the video to be really long, but I'm going to make two more bracelets to go with these. And I will probably maybe take a picture and put it in the Jury by BDK Creator Zone. Thank you to all the new subscribers, all you guys that are subscribers and ride or dies and, you know, been here forever and always reaching out to me and saying, hey, Darlene, hope all is well, all that good stuff. I really do appreciate all that good stuff. And just know anytime I'm missing, something going on, okay? Something more than likely is going on. I am working like a slave, my regular job. Something is going on with a project because you know I do a whole lot of community service. We did that backpack distribution. I think I put some pictures. We didn't get releases for pictures for the kids. So I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna do that part or not, but I might put a couple pictures in the Jury by BDK Creator Zone where you can see the setup and all that kind of stuff. So we did really well with that. We served over 100 kids, got backpacks, they got supplies, they got treats, they got all that good stuff. So when we be doing the kid little programs and stuff, they do get a snack. This time we served hot dogs, they got chips, they got a little snack, and then they were able to get their backpacks with supplies and some books. The library is always really good about giving us boxes and boxes of free kitty books, children books. So we, you know, fill the backpacks with 3 books each. We had enough to give them 3 books each, and they got a whole lot of good stuff. So that worked out like really well. In addition to that, Saturday we had the big gala. That was like amazing. That was like amazing. That was like amazing. So we had a really good time doing that and stuff too. So it's been busy. It's been real busy around here. But anyway, Darlene and I for Jury by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.